Here we go, an old Chevy. Beautiful paint job on there.
Oh, yes.
How many you got on the floor? 4 on the floor? Beautiful. We got a 396 turbojet, 325 horsepower. That was a Here we go. We got a Chevy Camaro oldie, probably a 69, 60s, 327 in it. Check out that. 210 horsepower. Convertible, soft top. Looking good, yellow. Check it out. Automatic. There we go. We're up at the Hemis now. Scat Pack, 392 Hemi, Mopar, with air vent through the roof. There goes a nice Monte Carlo. Look at here, there we go. All the creature comforts that you want. It's a rather new one. Guys, it's the DJ. Gonna try something a little bit different here today. I'm not gonna be able to do a morning show because I got an early appointment in Schaumburg. Look at that, doesn't it look nice and clean? I gave it a nice little wash down the other day. And my gnome's still there. And as you can see, we got a lot of yard work here. Get some barking dogs too back here. I don't know how this is gonna work out. We'll see. Still got some Christmas bows here from Christmas decorations here on the patio. Some dead plants. Gotta get some flowers in at some point in the spring that we do. See all the dead stuff. This is the yard, guys. This is the yard. Got some birdhouse. The birds have been here. They're nesting over here, so the birds have started coming north, I do believe. I've been seeing a lot of little birds showing up and nesting in this birdhouse. There you go. I make most of these birdhouses myself. You can probably tell by looking at it. That was a hobby I had. The first year I was retired, I made some birdhouses out of some scrap wood I had. And you can see here, look at the grass. Yeah, it's far from being green. Called last week, scheduled the guy to come out and do my aeration when he can. I'm really not sure what's going to happen with the weather here next couple of weeks. This is probably the nicest weather for this time of year. It's 51 today, so I decided to get out here on the patio. I used to do videos on the patio, God, probably a year ago. Yeah, before I did all the live stuff. So thought I would give this a try again. See how this works. Let me get it set up here for you guys. So I hope you're enjoying the channel. And don't know what other content you guys like. Let me know. I think we'll talk a little bit about cars today because car industry's reeling. I did a video probably last summer about a Nissan place not too far from here, and he had a remote lot that he had about, at one time he had about 100 cars. I think they were mostly Sentras, a couple of Rogues. And as we went towards fall, they kind of drew them down a little bit, and then right before winter, this huge lot was empty. Well, I went by there like about 2 weeks ago. There's now another about 100 Sentras sitting there in this remote lot for this this Nissan dealership we got a couple of miles from my house. So I suspect it was the tariffs that caused them to load up on them, and If my research is right, they make the Sentras in Mexico, like southern, mid-Mexico, and then they train them to the coast of Mexico and they put them on a boat and then they ship them up to Seattle on the car boat and offload them there and then train them across the United States. So that's what they do with Sentras. So another tidbit, the Honda Nissan merger fell through probably about a week ago, and they fired the CEO. Yeah, he got fired. Good reason, I guess. They could go bankrupt again here. They said they only had like 6 months more of cash on hand, unless they found some in the cushions somewhere. So Nissan's having some hard times. I hope you guys don't own any Nissans. They're going to get bought up by somebody, but I think the fact that they're a Japanese company, they wanted to keep it in-house, and Honda was going to take them over, but something fell apart. So Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, they got problems too. They've been getting, all the car companies been getting money from the government as Joey walked out the door, but we've got a big Jeep manufacturing facility over here in Belvedere out by Rockford, probably about half hour, 45 minutes from here, and they've been it's been on shutdown now for about 2.5, 3 years. With the new contract for the auto workers, I guess they're going to reopen it, and I think the federal government, maybe even our state government, was giving them millions of dollars. Like I think 33 million was coming from the state of Illinois, so they could open up I think it was going to be a Jeep EV plant there. But now, last I heard, they're not scheduled to open that back up until 2027 now, the first part of 2027. So we got like 2 years here. 2 years before they bring back that manufacturing facility. It's huge. It's huge. They've been making cars out there for Chrysler and then recently Jeep for 30, 40 years, and now it's been sitting empty, just sitting there. So that's not good. That's not good. My friends in Ford, haven't heard much from them. Hey guys, where's my Ford contacts? You guys ain't giving me any news about what's going on with Ford. I think they're working on opening up their Tennessee Blue Oval City, which I believe is in like south, like Franklin, Tennessee area, I do believe, by the old Saturn plant maybe. We're working to put up, I think they're going to have a battery plant down there for EVs and who knows what else, probably some EV assembly down there. But they're building it from scratch, so I guess it's getting close to being somewhat done, but EVs ain't selling, guys. EVs are not selling, even though my friend Donald Trump been buying some Teslas. Not a lot of people want EVs. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I got my car. Spring is the season of change here for the DJ, right? A lot of change going on here. The grass is gonna get green. I got to get my lawnmower going. I got to rake my leaves and pull all these dead plants and get the gardens going. And I got one car scheduled for oil change. I think I got a pretty light year on car maintenance this year. Just got a couple oil changes. I do on the BMWs. I change the oil once a year for them because I don't put that many miles on it. And I have the synthetic. I don't do it, but have some guy do it. And we use the synthetic, so it can go a year. And then every other year you got to change your brake fluid because it's got the dot. I think the dot four fluid. So that's the high performance brake. So you got to change that every other year according to the manufacturer. And then if I got anything else like air filters or wiper blades, I kind of do that myself. But man, the prices of that stuff is ridiculous. Wiper blades like $20, $25. I haven't bought any recently, but when I do buy them, I usually stock up on them. I go through like a cars.com type of warehouse where I buy them in, two, three at a time, and for each other, for all the cars, and throw them in the trunk and let them sit there till I need them. I just changed a wiper blade on the Jeep a couple of weeks ago. It was getting really bad during that cold weather, so it was time for one of them to be changed, so I swapped that out. Cars could use a nice washing here when the weather gets a little bit nicer. I got to get the hoses out. Life living in the upper Midwest sucks, guys. I'm here to tell you, it sucks. It sucks. It's we could have snow flurries here in the next month or so. I remember years where we had probably like 2, 3 years ago, we had like 3 inches of snow come the end of April one year. Yeah, the end of April, only like 3, 4 years ago. We had 2, 3 inches of snow the end of April. It was crazy year, crazy year. And then that impacts putting your garden out, right? Because can't put the garden out. Usually we get the garden in the middle of at best the middle of May, and the summer comes quick around here. So I'll probably be buying my fertilizer here for the yard. I do my own lawn fertilizer, do my own lawn cutting. They'll be picking up yard waste come April 1st, so I'll start pulling some of these old plants out of the pots and getting ready for a whole nother year here at the casa. Whole nother year. Can you imagine that? A whole new year for Land Cruiser Midwest. I'm looking forward to that too, is getting the convertible out. Usually May 1st is when we get that out. I've had it out in the driveway running it a little bit to keep the batteries charged, but it doesn't have any insurance, so I don't take it on the road. So May 1st is when we usually add the insurance back on, and we can start exploring the highways and byways and see what's out there. Like I said, the auto industry's taken a hit big time. I really don't know anybody that have bought new cars lately. So smart thing to do, my friends, is invest in your skills and invest in your cars. Hopefully you got some nice cars, and just a matter of putting some new tires on it, changing the wiper blades, getting the oil change, or taking it in and get whatever's broken fixed, and spending a little money so you don't have to have that huge car payment. Car payments are ridiculous. I hear people now, the average is like $700 to $1,000 a month for a car payment. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I'm not looking forward to buying a new car. And as I said before, I got some old cars, but I'm going to throw money at them until they won't stand up anymore. So when you do buy a car, buy a good one. Buy one that's reputable, has got a good history of quality, right? Not Ford. Speaking of Ford, my friends at Ford, how you doing out there? How you doing? I hear Ford is starting to do recalls on recalls. I don't know if you guys saw the article, but there's an article out there on the intrawebs this week where Ford is now recalling cars that they already recalled because the recall wasn't what it should have been. Let's just say that. So there you go. The American auto industry is kapoots, guys, kapoots. But you can still get yourself a nice BMW SUV made in the United States. I've wanted for many years to take a trip to Spartanburg, South Carolina, and check out the BMW plant down there. And as far as I know, they make all the SUVs down there for the world. For the world, they train them down to geez, what is that? Savannah. I think there's an auto port in Savannah. So the car carriers come across the pond, the Atlantic. Yeah, they drop off some cars in Baltimore. BMW's got a big import area for cars in Baltimore. That's where a lot of mine came in, at least my last one that came through Baltimore. Then it goes on down to Savannah and through the Panama Canal, and they'll pick up some SUVs, and they take them like all the way to Australia. Yeah, these car carriers, they just kind of circle the globe. They'll be gone for months, just moving and shaking cars across the world. So kind of interesting to follow. Yeah, when I bought my 2015 335 BMW, which was made in Munich, I got they give you the VIN so you can track it. It was made in Munich. I think they train it to the coast, the north coast of Germany or Amsterdam or somewhere, and then they put them on these car carriers there. And then I think the car carrier stopped in London and picked up some Rolls Royces. Yeah, maybe some Rolls Royces and some other stuff. And then it came across the pond and stopped in Baltimore. Went up the Chesapeake to Baltimore, dumped a bunch of stuff off in Baltimore, and then they from Baltimore they put them on semis. BMW doesn't train much here in the United States. It's all semi. And then I think they also offload in maybe Houston, Texas. They go through the Panama Canal, and they also drop off in Los Angeles somewhere. So there you go, little tidbits and facts about the movement of brand new cars across the globe. And there's probably websites that talk about all that stuff. But anyway, I'm not going to see you this morning, so have a good day. Shout out to all my usual viewers: Mofo, Garrett, Uncle Andy, Womb with a View. Who else? We got some Sasquatch guys showing up recently. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for queuing in on the DJ here. So I just wanted to try something a little bit different, a pre-recorded video where we don't have any trolls, although we'll probably have trolls watching it later, but they don't distract me. I get distracted when you get all those trolls in there. That's why Garrett's the best mod in the world. There you go, Garrett. We need Garrett. This show would be nothing without Garrett. So there you go. So like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think about your cars. Are you keeping your car? Are you buying a new car? And if you're buying a new car, what kind of car are you buying? And have you figured out how you're going to pay for it? That's the big thing, guys. Have a plan on how you're going to pay for it, because you can't pay for it. They're going to take it back, and you're not going to have any wheels. You'll be wheelless without paying for that damn thing. So there you go. Keep with the car payments away as long as you can. It's the DJ, guys, over and out. I'm enjoying the beautiful Chicago sunshine here, like 3 o'clock on a Wednesday. You guys remind me it was a Wednesday today. So thank you, over and out.